My name is Alison Hardy. I own a marketing consultancy called Headstrong Thinking. I'm married and I have two lovely children, Lizzie, who is 15, and Alfie, who is 6. Alfie is lovely. He was diagnosed with autism when he was 2.5. Autism is different for everyone. Alfie has problems with communication, so he's almost completely non-verbal. He finds it harder than most children to form relationships. He has some unusual interests and repetitive behaviours, so refuse collection vehicles are very big at the moment, as are fire engines. And he also has some sensory difficulties, so for example sound. Sounds which would be really very quiet to you or I, particularly machine noise, can be really very loud and terrifying to Alfie. What the experts always say is Alfie pursues his own agenda, which means if there's something that he is interested in, he can really focus and concentrate for an incredible period of time. On the other hand, he has no interest in other people and what they think or say, so it's very hard to get him to pay attention or listen to what another person is saying. We're very lucky in that we have brilliant people working with our son. I think our biggest problem has been the general public, actually, and there is still, sadly, a lot of ignorance out there about autism, and I'm sure about other disabilities as well. So, you know, if you are in the queue in the supermarket and he starts kicking off, people, they don't know what they're seeing. Alfie looks perfectly healthy, he's just behaving in an odd way. And I have had people say and do some pretty unkind things. I'm a marketing consultant, so my day job is to bring insight into people and their lives and motivations to my clients. And about 18 months ago, I started donating my time to Autistica, which is a charity that raises money and funds scientific research into autism. And what they asked me to do was to go out and listen to lots of families who are affected by autism and understand what they really wanted from the scientific process, so what research they wanted to see done. And I was very proud when Autistica chose to publish my research. This is the publication, the 1 in 100 report, which they published to mark World Autism Awareness Day. Okay. And I felt that in some small way, I had contributed to bringing families and individuals with autism centre stage in the research commissioning process, so that the research that gets done isn't just what scientists want to explore, it's also what would be useful to families and individuals who are affected. I suppose I hope that he will be able to have a degree of independence. I hope that he'll have a job, that there will be employers who are understanding enough and considerate enough to provide employment that enables him to explore his interests, but are tolerant enough of some slightly unusual behaviour. I know that he is capable of great love, and I hope that he can have relationships outside of our family. Well, I'm not going to say it's easy, because it is not easy having a special needs child. What I would say is don't go through it alone. Join everything, network like crazy. If there isn't anything to join, start something. Because the more you can do this with others, the easier it will be. And you'll meet some amazing people. You know, autistic individuals with autism are incredible. And their families are incredible, and there are great people working in education, working in speech therapy, working in occupational therapy, who you would never have met otherwise.